bras be trying to chase me. Come roll with me in my Mercedes. Hold up, I see they broke, I see they lazy. Man, they money slim, they acting shady. I'm in my brand new car, who wanna race? Girl, you ain't come my phone, so why you showing up? Never. I'm taking them shots on my partners, they loaded up. Man, on the low, all these I get some material. Hold up, we them boys. Hold up, we them boys. Hold up, we making noise. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Hold up, we them boys. Hold up, we them boys. Hold up, we making noise. Hold up, we them boys.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie.
Hello and thanks for joining us, 2K Sports fans, for another exciting presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan. And alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, we're in the great state of Texas, the home of the Mavericks, the American Airlines Center in Dallas. And, of course, Lewis Williams. Even with him gone, they've shaken it off quickly and have really come together as a team.
Well, to say the deal changes the look and feel of this franchise is stating the obvious. I mean, they are a vastly different team than they were a few days ago, obviously looking long-term rather than the short-term.
Exactly. I mean, trading away a player with his talents is clearly a big picture deal. I mean, you have to balance fit and talent as well as upside, and then to throw in the financial considerations. So this is more than just about the player.
Now the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Jordan Clarkson is out there at DeRozan. Then it's Bogut. Then there's Green. And it's Davis in at the 4.
And an area where Dallas struggled last season was defending the three-pointer. A lot of their losses came against teams that just took them apart from beyond the arc.
Now here's Williams. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Charlotte.
And he also was a table setter in that game, Kevin. Just an amazing job with his passing. Just a joy to watch that one.
Now here's Clarkson after the miss from Darren Williams. Clarkson kicks to Davis. Clarkson dishes to Davis. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Williams passes to Matthews, and that one is hammered home.
And he bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right there for sure.
He'll take those all day.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, earlier I had a chance to speak with Rick Carlisle. He said that one player he's really wary of is Anthony Davis, adding he can impact the game in so many ways. Defense, shot blocking, rebounding, and scoring. He's still adding muscle, and we've got to capitalize on that strength advantage at both ends. Kevin, that's the MO for any young player. We'll see how he stands up to it.
Thanks a lot, Doris. They grabbed their own miss. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Had the space there, but it's offline. Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Williams. Green with the block. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. It's Bogut with the drive. Puts up the baby hook, and the bank shot is good. Bogut's got his second bucket of the night.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Williams kicks to Nowitzki. It's stolen by Bogut. And here we go with DeRozan. Oh, wow.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And it's Davis missing.
Nice effort on the alley-oop, but probably not a good choice.
Yeah, it looked good initially, but then broke down just as quickly.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for New Orleans.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
The New Orleans Pelicans come into this one after the win against the Atlanta Hawks.
And a couple guys got hot early, and then it became contagious. You could see that everybody kind of pitched in when it came to shooting.
Exactly right, Greg. I mean, normally there's a hot shooter. The defense can kind of lock into that guy and then let somebody else get some shots, but that wasn't even an option in that game because everybody was on fire.
Here is Matthews following the score by New Orleans. Williams has a screen for Matthews. Outside Williams. And it's Dallas with another.
Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
For New Orleans, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. And DeRozan kicks to Davis. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
And so here is Dallas following the score by New Orleans. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Parsons attacking, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Parsons got his second bucket.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
And Chandler Parsons really set off a Texas rivalry last year, drafted by the Rockets in the second round. He received an offer sheet in free agency from the team's rival, the Dallas Mavericks. Eventually chose Dallas, injured in the playoffs, hurt a knee, only played the one game. But I think they've got great things ahead for him with the Mavs.
Yeah, Parsons was a restricted free agent, so that meant the Rockets could match if they wanted to, but they declined to match Dallas's offer, which sent Parsons packing just up the road in Texas.
That's good.
Makes up for a lack of speed with just tremendous effort and hustle on that play.
Nowitzki with the screen on DeRozan. DeRozan against Matthews. Nowitzki outside. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Nowitzki's got his first 2 points of the night.
You know, back to the topic of Parsons' free agency, the offer from the Mavs was 3 years, $46 million. Houston didn't want to go that high, so they reluctantly let Parsons leave. Ultimately, Houston filled Parsons' small forward role with the signing of Trevor Ariza. Not bad.
Charlie Villanueva's checked in for the Mavericks. Barea comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And the Pelicans also making a change. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Andrew Bogut. Mavericks trail by 4.
And talking about the Texas showdown over Parsons last year, even his teammates got involved. After Parsons left, James Harden reacted saying that Dwight Howard and Harden were the cornerstones of the Rockets. But that's probably nothing compared to the rivalry that the two teams' ownerships felt.
Here's DeRozan after the made shot from Chandler Parsons. Here's Clarkson. And again, no good by New Orleans. And so here is Dallas. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Nearly flawless offensively from start to finish there, and really just an impressive win.
Yeah, really balanced team. We saw a little bit of everything from them, and just about all of that everything we saw worked.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
DeRozan with it. He's coming off a 34-point game against Atlanta. Lets the three fly. A rebound by Villanueva.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's 2 fouls for him very early in this ball game. He'll probably have to spend some time on the bench before halftime.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Anderson, he's checked in for Matthews. And Harris subbed in for Darren Williams. And then for New Orleans, Josh Smith, he's checked in for Davis. Caspi comes in for Jeff Green. Young is subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. Dallas shooting has been tremendous early. Their offense looking primed and ready for this matchup. Now here's Barea. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Charlotte. Shot clock at 6. Here's Parsons. It's tipped. Caspi for 3, and that one's good.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Mavericks trail by 3. Left side, Parsons. Harris outside. Second shot opportunity. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. Here is Villanueva. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Nobody near Parsons. Hits the front of the rim and out.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Stolen by Anderson. And here we go. Fast break. Barea's got it. Anderson dishes to Barea. Parsons attacking. And that one's good. Parsons got 8 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse for them.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Stevenson's checked in. Here is Caspi. On the wing, Stevenson. Olynyk sets a screen for Stevenson. It's rebounded by Dallas, and going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
And they won the season series last year, trying to continue those winning ways this time around.
And you look at it, 2 middle-of-the-pack teams. They both need every win they can get as they try to ensure they get into the playoffs and maybe even get a decent seed.
Here is Caspi. Nick Young on the wing. Cans the shot with nobody near him. And the Pelicans lead by 3. Dallas shooting pretty efficiently out there. It isn't 48% in the first quarter.
Well, it's a rarity, guys, when you see a team like the Pelicans make the playoffs but finish dead last in their division. File that under strange but true.
Now here is Smith following the miss by Chandler Parsons. Smith the pass to Young. Shoots from the corner. It's hauled in by Villanueva. Villanueva's got 4 rebounds now tonight. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's time now to look at the NBA's top shooting teams from a season ago. 5th, the Mavericks.
You know, after that solid performance last year, there will be a lot of high expectations this year. And nothing stays exactly the same for a team from year to year. There are a lot of dynamics involved, particularly shooting percentages.
He hits the second from the line. The big change last year for the Mavs came when they traded for Rajon Rondo. It looked to be the missing piece for him, Clark, but boy, it just never seemed to come together.
You just don't know. Trades are always risky. You don't know how they're going to work out, and I give credit to ownership for talking to the players to see what they thought about the trade before they actually made the deal. They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter. And things just didn't really work out with Rondo here with the Mavs. Missed a lot of games and at times clashed with that coaching staff.
Dallas calls timeout.
And, you know, they said it was the injury, but you have to suspect the Mavs just shut him down in the playoffs. They took a big swing and missed with Rondo and acquiring him, but I think you have to give them credit for at least taking the risk.
Now here's Barea. Pass to Anderson. Just 4 to shoot. Pulls it up. Ejected by Young. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Pelicans leading by 5. They set the pick. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the dunk by Olynyk.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Here's Harris. The Pelicans make their last shot. It's Anderson with the drive. And the shot is good.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
New Orleans gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Stevenson outside. Some solid defense from Harris. Here's Anderson. The Mavericks shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. And a moment now to reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for New Orleans right now, Green is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Bogut. And at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Davis kicks to Clarkson. Bogut with a screen on Williams. Clarkson. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Barea dishes to Pachulia. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Pachulia's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Mavs. New Orleans leading by 4. And here's Clarkson. He picked up 30 points in their last win against Atlanta.
And don't forget his unbelievable steal total in that game. I mean, almost to the point they didn't want to bring the ball up the floor.
And Matthews gets it to go.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
And guys, what a spark plug J.J. Barea has been throughout his career. When he comes in the game, you can feel the lift. We saw a couple games against Houston in the playoffs, saw back in 2011 in the championship season for the Mavs.
Great point. I mean, he has an energizing effect on his teammates, the fans, and the announcers. I mean, he just brings so much spirit and hustle to the games. Very hard not to root for a guy like that.
For me, my favorite memory of Barea is outstanding postseason in 2011. The Mavericks had to get through the Lakers and the Heat to win their first championship. And Barea broke down those defenses by screaming to the hoop every chance he got. Actually, he squirted to the hoop.
Lets it go from the wing. Another miss by DeRozan.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
Caspi, he's checked in for Green. Now Nowitzki. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Charlotte.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
Shot clock at 6. And Williams, here we go. The Mavericks rebound. The 3-ball. Again, Williams missing.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often. And getting back to Barea's contributions against the Lakers back in 11, Barea led a fourth-quarter comeback in Game 2 to help the Mavs win. Big swing in that series. And then after the game, Kobe Bryant said that Barea kicked our you-know-whats. And ultimately, Barea helped the Mavs go on to win their only championship.
Here's Clarkson. And the 3-ball is good. Clarkson's got 7 points.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Lets it go from deep. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Mavericks trail by 11. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Dallas calls timeout.
Just not happy with how his team is playing, and they just have been on the wrong side of this run.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? Sometimes just a pause in the action, which is what a timeout can give you, is enough to change things around.
Now, here's Barea. He's covered by Clarkson. Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Williams. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. It's DeRozan with the drive. He feeds it to Clarkson. Screen by Bogut. Throws it up high. But they recover it. And Caspi kicks to DeRozan. Now, here's Clarkson, guarded by Barea.
And last year, we saw Coach Rick Carlisle pass the 600-win mark. The former Coach of the Year award winner has had so much success here in Dallas. One of many coaches to play for the 80s Celtics.
Here's Caspi. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Well, you know, that's one thing they've been doing extremely well. Corralling those Karens.
Yeah, that's about the only thing. There's not a whole lot else going right for him thus far.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
And with Coach Carlisle, he's had great success, Greg, as you're talking about, down in Dallas. Now in his 8th season, he's never finished under 500 with the Mavericks. Only finished under 500 once in his whole career. And Clark, he only missed the playoffs twice as a head coach.
Well, we had him in Indiana, and he's fantastic as a basketball coach. And the Mavericks have made it known that he can hang around and coach as long as he'd like to. That's pretty high praise for Rick Carlisle.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And it's sent back by Bogut. Tipped away. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Clarkson passes to Bogut. Now, here's Clarkson. Tight defense on him. 5 on the clock.
Take a look at what Clarkson's been doing. He has 12 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
Devin Harris is checked in for J.J. Barea. He hits the second from the line. Mavericks trail by 6. Williams kicks to Harris. Inside, Nowitzki. And good coming on the assist from Devin Harris.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
For Dallas, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. To the inside. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. One thing that can be said for Dirk is that he has been incredible in terms of an ambassador for the game. We know he's a Hall of Fame player, but what he's done off the floor and just everything for the European player coming into this league has been groundbreaking.
And Kevin, for me, he was an inspiration. I mean, he really opened the doors for a lot of European players to come over, and not just come over, but to be impactful. As you mentioned, he's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer, and that really has set the stage for this infusion of making our game truly global.
And, you know, you think about Dirk's impact. Certainly the NBA saw more and more European players come over after Dirk. He wasn't the first Euro, but he certainly has been perhaps the most popular.
Charlie Villanueva's checked in for Dallas. The Pelicans also changing it up. Kelly Olynyk comes in for Davis. Young is subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. Kicks it to Stevenson. Off the pick. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nick Young. That's his first foul.
Yeah, a bit over-eager right there. Left his feet too early.
Yeah, and if you're already boxed out like he was, just back up. Because if you don't, you're going to get called for the over-the-back foul every time.
Matthews against Stevenson. Villanueva with a screen on Stevenson. Matthews into the lane. Can't hit from in close.
And one thing that should be noted with Dirk and his opening up of things with Europe, we now see a lot of American players go to Europe to play, to develop skills, and so on. Both leagues benefit greatly from the impact of Dirk Nowitzki.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
Parsons against Stevenson. Stevenson missing again.
Boy, have they been hitting the glass hard or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Yeah, they've had their chances, and they're playing with passion. They've just got to tighten up on the execution.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
And the basket by Olynyk.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a three-point battle taking shape here.
Villanueva down low. He's against Olynyk. Offensive rebound. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's going to be on Josh Smith.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Green's checked in. And he makes good on the layup. Green's got his second bucket. Now the Mavericks with it. They're on a 16-6 run. Harris gets to Matthews. Back to Harris. Screen by Villanueva. Matthews sets a screen for Harris. Parsons' shot is off.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Harris kicks to Parsons. Good, and Harris gets the assist. 13 points for Chandler Parsons.
Boy, that was a pretty assist by Harris.
Here is Stevenson. 6 points for him. The pass to Smith. The Mavericks pull it in. Parsons got rebound number 5 here tonight. Well, last year the Pelicans were a team on the rise, making the playoffs. A solid season overall, especially on the road. Really, they sent notice by what they did away from New Orleans.
Yeah, I mean, 17 road wins. I mean, you say to yourself, well, that doesn't sound great. But when you're a young, up-and-coming team, one of the things that you can really value is your ability to go into hostile environments and have success. They're going to be building on that confidence.
And here's Anderson from the arc. Another three for Dallas.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
Stevenson. The rebound by Anderson.
As for the Pelicans on the road, I mean, they had the fewest road wins of all the West playoff teams. The franchise hasn't had a winning road record since 2009 when they were the Hornets. The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Young dishes to Smith. Jeff Green on the wing. He's covered by Anderson. Green against Anderson. Shot to stop the run. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And that's now 6 points for Jeff Green.
And for the Pelicans and their road struggles last season, they are a younger team. It's a team built around a young superstar in Anthony Davis. So taking road lumps is just kind of part of that growing process.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
Well, you know, the Mavs made the playoffs last season, but they really had a hard time against the rest of the Western Conference contenders, in part because they struggled defensively. Offensively, they were pretty good, but they didn't quite come up with enough stops when they needed.
He's off on the second. Greg, you talked about what the Mavs did, how they played against the West, 29-23 record against the rest of the conference.
Yeah, but Kevin, it's a little misleading, the win total. I mean, if you look at the Mavs against the teams that they compare themselves to, which are the playoff teams in the West, they were only 10-18 over the course of the season.
Good point. Matthews into the lane. And there's Parsons on the assist by Matthews. Matthews has got assist number 5 here tonight. 17 seconds left in the second quarter. Screen by Smith. Inside. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was...
Dallas has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spots. Matthews out there with Williams, and it's Pachulia in at the center. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
It's stolen by Green. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. Tries to keep it alive. Parsons with it. Dishes it to Williams. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Williams has got 8.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Here's Clarkson. And a miss there on the triple. Mavericks leading by 5. Matthews into the lane, to the middle. Parsons. And it's sent back by Bogut. And now here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. And that one good from Clarkson.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air. Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Bogut with a screen on Williams. Clarkson with the ball. Working on Williams. Now, here's Clarkson. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And here is Williams. 10 points for him. Great D that time from Davis.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And the wide open shot from Green. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Green's got 11.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
And Williams, here we go. And he gets the bucket.
Shaked and baked with the crossover move, and that's what freed him for the score.
And got him on the wrong foot and then just blew by him.
Clarkson passes to Davis. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Williams kicks to Matthews. Down low. And finished off by Davis.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we use as a difference.
Parsons was the focus of the discussion, and he wants their offense to run through him. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. Perhaps the rest of this second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Nowitzki's shot's good.
They're perfectly content to keep going to that mid-range jumper. If the defense is going to give it to them, they'll take it all day.
And it's about getting open looks, and they've used that shot with great effect here tonight.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Parsons got the ball.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
Nowitzki a screen. Williams attacking. Tries again. No luck. And New Orleans will come the other way. Now DeRozan. He's got 6. Pass to Bogut. Back to DeRozan. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And you talk about momentum. That sort of action delivers a type of energy to your team that you just can't quantify.
You know what? I'm going to quantify it right now, Clark. And this is a close game, and that was something special.
And really, in a game, you guys, in a game like this, though, when you have a chance to send a message, you do. And boy, did he ever on that play.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Can't hit from in close.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And Davis sends it back. One-on-one here. 18 feet out. And again, DeMar DeRozan. DeRozan's got it all tied up now for New Orleans.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement. And how about Anthony Davis? He grew 7 inches in one summer back in high school. You know, people forget he was committed to go to Cleveland State to play point guard out of high school. But then because of that growth, ends up signing at Kentucky, and the rest is history. So, I mean, you look at that 215-pound frame his rookie season, now up over 240, and that's enabled him to dominate the game even more. And I think it'll also help him improve his health.
Shots good by Williams. New Orleans has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's Clarkson. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Mavericks have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime. Shooting 8 of 15. Parsons' shot is off.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
It's DeRozan with the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. DeRozan's got 8 points in the quarter.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Here's Parsons. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
That doesn't go either for DeRozan. Dallas has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. It's Williams with the drive. And the basket by Nowitzki.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Clarkson gets to Green. Mavericks with the rebound. Nowitzki's got 8 rebounds in this game. Pachulia, no luck.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force. That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Parsons dishes to Pachulia. Parsons, the open look. Rebounded by Bogut. Bogut's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, whether you call him the brow or ant or the future, Anthony Davis made the leap in year 3 to franchise superstar. I mean, still, though, he remains humble, determined to improve, and dedicated to maximizing his immense potential.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Charlie Villanueva's checked in for Pachulia. Anderson comes in for Parsons. Devin Harris subbed in for Darren Williams. New Orleans has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Stevenson outside, uncovered. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki. And his former coach, Monty Williams, played with some greats. Tim Duncan, David Robinson, Patrick Ewing. He says he sees that same desire to dominate in Anthony Davis.
Yeah, he wants to be great and doesn't see himself as a finished product, which is a good thing. That means he's going to continue to stay humble and hungry and put the work in.
Barea, and the layup is good. Barea's got 7 points in the game.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Stevenson with a clean look. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. And 12 points for Lance Stevenson. The Mavericks trailer. Barea kicks to Anderson. Feeds to Villanueva. Pelicans with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Young. Davis sets a screen. And Young kicks to Davis. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Now it's a 3-point Pelican lead. Barea dishes to Villanueva. Nowitzki with the screen on Young. Barea the pass to Nowitzki. And it's off from 3-point range. Pelicans leading by 3. Davis inside, guarded by Barea.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Nowitzki outside. Teardrop shot, and Davis sends it back. Smith kicks to Caspi. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard. Clark,
Yes,
bring it down hard,
yes,
my brother.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Screen by Villanueva. Anderson dishes to Harris. The feed to Barea. Dallas moving the ball around. From deep 3-point range, it's rebounded by New Orleans. Davis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Stevenson inside the 3-point line. It's hauled in by Villanueva. Villanueva's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. That one on Davis. The Mavericks have converted 7 of 11 free throw attempts up to this point in the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Checking out the game J.J. Barea's having. He's got 8 points, and he's made some good decisions with the basketball, too.
And being smart with the ball like he's been today, Clark, I think it's critical for him and them. He should repeat that every game.
Matthews, he's checked in for Anderson. And then for New Orleans, Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Davis. DeRozan comes in for Lance Stevenson. And it's Clarkson in for Nick Young. Mavericks trail by 3. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. There's 49 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Nowitzki. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Nowitzki's got 6 here in this quarter.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Here's DeRozan. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Stolen by Clarkson. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it.
Here's DeRozan. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. New Orleans on top. They lead by 3. And do not go away as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Bogut. Then it's Green. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's DeRozan in at the 2 guard. That's good. 15 points for Wesley Matthews.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
Williams against DeRozan. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
You know, I got to say, Clark, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going to go.
We saw it ended up right where it was supposed to, in the basket.
And guys, you know what? Neither did the defense. I don't think they had a clue.
For the 3. Offensive rebound.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
And the basket by Harris.
He hasn't really done much on the offensive end. but he's worked within the team concept to help them get the lead. He's done some other things other than scoring to help his team get the lead here.
Outside Williams, Wesley Matthews on the wing. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Williams has got his 9th assist in the game now. Here's DeRozan, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Here's Williams. That one off the back iron and out. The Pelicans trail. There's the triple. Another miss by DeRozan. The Mavericks have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. Williams gives to Parsons. There's the screen. With the floater, and it's good on the way in. Parsons got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, the teardrop sometimes is one of those, oh no, oh no, oh yeah shots.
DeRozan's shot is good.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
Green against Matthews. Parsons sets a screen for Matthews. He dishes it to Parsons. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Parsons got 23 points. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. DeRozan. And the 3 off target. The Mavericks leading. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Parsons attacking. Here's Pachulia. It's rebounded by New Orleans. DeRozan's got 3 rebounds now in this one. The 3. That's good. DeRozan's got a pair of 3s here in the 4th quarter for New Orleans. I think, Clark, we can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Well, 8 lead changes would have you thinking that would be the case.
Yeah, no quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any ground. And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
Here's the 3. The shot is off. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. And Williams, here we go. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And you know, one thing about Darren Williams, he used to get to the charity stripe at will. At the height of his career, he's averaging almost 6 free throws a game. The last couple seasons, he's been down around 3.
Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Dallas. Davis is checked in for New Orleans.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throw. Beautiful to watch.
Got a piece of it. Matthews with the steal. It's Williams with the drive. Sinks that one from the post. Williams has got 12 points here in the second half. And Clark, for Darren Williams, he clearly has the handle and the strength to get to the basket, but no longer the explosion that we're used to seeing.
Yeah, you know, he's had some ankle injuries, and that certainly is a part of that. And he's also in his 30s now, so largely a perimeter jump shooter, but still can impact the game with his deep shooting and playmaking. It's been a good game for DeRozan. He has 23 points, and he's come up with a couple of nice steals today, too.
Clark, just a very energetic brand of defense.
And Davis sends it back. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. It's Matthews on the wing. DeRozan defending. Here's Nowitzki. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Dirk Nowitzki homing in on offense.
The tray. Shot's good by Clarkson. Clarkson's got it all tied up now for the Pelicans.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Parsons outside from 10 feet out, and it hung on the rim but wouldn't fall for him. For New Orleans, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the 4th quarter. And it's DeRozan missing. For Dallas, they've gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Williams against Green. Shots good by Williams.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
DeRozan with it. Bogut with a screen on Matthews. DeRozan passes to Bogut. In the corner, it's Clarkson. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Good. 17 points for Anthony Davis.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
Mavericks shooting it brilliantly here lately. 60% from the field. Here's Williams. Soft touch off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
That's a nice drive there, Kevin. He beat the lone defender and was wide open under the hoop.
Clarkson dishes to DeRozan. And he dunks it down.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
A flawless finish on the alley-oop. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Yeah, and actually still too close to call. I mean, this one is tight.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
That one goes. Count it. 24 points for Deron Williams.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Lets the three fly. No good. And New Orleans will come the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Green inside the three-point line and misses it off the right side of the rim.
That would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense, active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
Davis kicks to Green. No good with the triple. The Mavericks trailing. Over in the corner, Matthews. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got 10 assists here tonight. So active. And DeRozan kicks to Davis. And it's blocked, and they get it back. Green in the post. Covered by Parsons. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
Mavericks making a switch here. Berea's checked in. And the Pelicans also making a change. Caspi's checked in. And Matthews gets it to go.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. This is the time to attack on the interior and convert those easy opportunities.
Bogut kicks to Caspi. In the corner, it's Clarkson. It's stolen by Berea. And now Matthews pushing it up. No one back to stop him. The shot no good. Pelicans trail by 3. Fires from the wing. Caspi with the bucket.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Now here's Berea. They set the pick. To the middle. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
Crafty pass work there, getting it down low for the easy deuce.
Davis down low. Goes up against Pachulia. That's good. 8 points for Bogut.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
You're right on target there, Greg. Of the last 10 points they've allowed, 8 have come from in close.
Parsons attacking, and Davis sends it back. But they'll get another chance. They get the rebound. Matthews passes to Berea. Tries yet again. And it's good on the way in. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
And here's Clarkson. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Caspi dishes to Bogut. Here's Davis. Dirk Nowitzki with the rebound.
And they've had the edge in rebounding all night long, and none bigger than that one right there.
And guys, you've seen it countless times. In a close game, hustle plays can really make the difference.
Pelicans trail by 3. The dish to Davis. Passes it to Clarkson. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Here's Matthews. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. To tie it up. Mavericks with the rebound.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Here's Bogut. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Oh, man, what a turnaround. Sensational play on D, and then the rapid-fire run to the basket.
Craig, they didn't wait around, did they? They went right for the throat.
Guys, this is crunch time now. When you've got a chance to capitalize on the turnover, you've got to take it and make it.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Rick Carlisle was saying to the team. He told them, this is it, fellas. Let's hit them right out of this timeout. Put some pressure on them. Show them how much you want. Let's go get it. Guys, he's really exhorting them to give them a burst of energy.
Dirk Nowitzki just hasn't slowed down. He has 15 rebounds, and he's able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show. And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
Here's Bogut. Money!
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to them.
This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
To the inside. Oh, trying for it. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Clarkson kicks to Bogut. DeRozan, the open look. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Here's Dallas, and there's the whistle. Called a clear path foul there. Yep, and he'll shoot 2 at the line. Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a 3-point attempt.
.20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the strike, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making.
Clarkson passes to Bogut. And stolen by Nowitzki. And now we've got the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
And that will add to a healthy lead after that trip to the free throw line.
Here's DeRozan. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that trims the lead to 6. 6 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Out of bounds. Down.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey there, and thank you for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. This NBA season didn't take long to get interesting, but these
At the center. Start.
We got basketball action from New Orleans, Louisiana, home of the Pelicans, here on 2K Sports. Welcome to the Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Let's take a look at Dallas. They have started the season with gusto. 4 consecutive wins, no losses, as they battle here in Game 5 of the regular season.
And they can put themselves into a great position. In the season series. By winning tonight, they've won the first one, 2 to go after this, so they'd be assured of at least a split.
You know, Greg, if they win the first 2 games of the series, they're not looking for a split. I mean, at that point, they're thinking about a sweep. They can take the next step toward that tonight.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spots. Matthews out there with Williams, and it's Pachulia in at center. Caspi for 3. That's good. Caspi's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Thing about DeMar DeRozan, he came into the league fairly unpolished, struggled to handle the ball, created then his own shot, and but sometimes he would create for others too. But he's settled down. You can see the growth.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. You could see the physical talent was there in terms of him playing it too. The question was, could he make the commitment mentally to become a great player? Well, from what he's done the last few years, I would have to say he's definitely been able to do that.
A chance now to go to Dorisburg, who had a chance to talk with Rick Carlisle.
He talked about the impact of opposing big man Andrew Bogut, saying there just aren't that many 7-footers with his kind of game. A great interior defender first and foremost. We can't get tunnel vision when we attack the rim. He's got size and strength, and we can't allow him to bully us for offensive rebounds. Let's see if they can keep Bogut from having a big game, guys.
Thanks again, Doris. Here's Williams, following the score by New Orleans. Nowitzki kicks to Williams. Again, Williams missing.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
Last outing for the New Orleans Pelicans. It was a loss to Dallas.
Just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Well, Greg, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those misses from the stripe clearly had an impact on that game.
So it's the Pelicans now, following the score by Dallas. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You know, guys, it's really amazing just how quickly Anthony Davis has blossomed into stardom. You know, by age 21, he was arguably the best player in the game. At age 17, he only had 1 scholarship offer for college, and that was from Cleveland State to play point guard.
Julia, good.
You know, it's a plus to get good looks in the paint, and when you can get them, you got to score them.
The Pelicans have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. To the middle. Here's Davis. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Williams attacking. Rebound Bogut. And in high school, Anthony Davis didn't play for a powerhouse. Perspectives Charter School, only around 200 kids.
Certainly not an NBA hotbed. They had him bring the ball up court and work in the post, much to his developmental benefit. A lot of losses, but he said that it made him a better leader dealing with that adversity.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Mavericks trail by 9. Williams attacking. Here's Pachulia. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Pachulia's got 6. New Orleans is gone. 1 of game. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all, Clark. You rarely see a team surrender points this easily. They have got to do better.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
Here's Nowitzki. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
And DeRozan kicks to Clarkson. Williams with the steal. Inside. It's stolen by Davis. Oh, and here we go. Bogut's got it, the fast break chance. And it's Davis with the jam.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
Williams dishes to Nowitzki. Outside Matthews. Just 4 to shoot. It's Williams with the drive. And he gets it to go. Clarkson with the ball. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Dallas. Davis kicks to DeRozan. Releases. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
There's a screen. Down low. Here's Nowitzki. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Nowitzki's got his second basket.
Boy, you got to love that assist by Darren Williams.
Clarkson kicks to Caspi for 3. Williams with the steal. Cannot hit. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Last time they came together was in Dallas, where they fell to the Mavericks.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
Yeah, you know, that differential jumps off the page to me. And whether it's more disciplined defense or more aggressive offense, they've got to look to flip that script tonight. Davis has it going on tonight. He already has 8 points and 2 steals as well. He's having a terrific first quarter.
But if he keeps this up over the course of the game, look out.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Barea's checked in. You look at what Anthony Davis has accomplished so far in his career, the historic comparisons. I mean, they're mind-boggling. For a kid 23, Greg, the historic comparisons are very favorable for him.
I mean, he's been compared to a young KG and Duncan quite often. But in his first few seasons, his numbers look the most similar to Hakeem the Dream. And that's about as good a company as you can get.
Here's Clarkson. Kicks it to Davis. And DeRozan. Here we go. It's deflected, and they get it back. Goes back up, and it's laid in by Davis. Davis has got 12 points in the game.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
Charlie Villanueva's checked in for the Mavericks. Mavericks trail by 10.
You know, and the funny thing about Davis having similar numbers to Hakeem, he came very close last season in putting up a quadruple-double. Hakeem was one of only 4 people to ever accomplish that.
By himself.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. DeRozan's shot is good. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Runner in the lane. And it's denied. And now Parsons pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further. And that's how you answer. I'd say he just one-upped him. Pretty good one there.
These two guys really like going at each other, don't they?
Boy, I tell you what, we've got a little bit of a personal rivalry brewing here, fellas.
Clarkson, an amazing finish with a hand.